Carl Jung's philosophy about the hidden world and the transformation of the inner self is one of the most profound and intricate aspects of his psychological theory. Jung believed that beneath the surface of our everyday consciousness lies a vast, often unexplored realm, the unconscious mind, which holds the key to personal growth, healing, and self-realization. For Jung, the process of transforming the inner self involved a deep engagement with this unconscious world, a world that contains both personal memories and experiences, as well as universal patterns and symbols shared by all humans. Understanding and integrating these hidden aspects of our psyche was central to his concept of individuation, which he saw as the lifelong journey toward becoming one's true, whole self. The unconscious mind, the hidden world within you. At the heart of Jung's philosophy is the idea that our conscious minds are only a small part of who we are. Much of our psyche exists outside of our immediate awareness, in the unconscious. Jung distinguished between two major components of the unconscious: the personal unconscious and the collective unconscious. The personal unconscious. This part of the unconscious consists of personal experiences, memories, and emotions that are not immediately accessible to the conscious mind. It includes everything we've forgotten, repressed, or failed to process fully. For example, this could include painful memories from childhood that we have buried or unresolved conflicts we have avoided confronting. The personal unconscious holds complexes, which are clusters of repressed emotions and memories tied to a particular theme, such as the mother complex, the father complex, or the inferiority complex. Jung believed that these complexes can have a powerful influence on our behavior and perceptions, often in ways we are not consciously aware of. The collective unconscious. Unlike the personal unconscious, which is unique to each individual, the collective unconscious is a universal layer of the unconscious that is shared by all humans. According to Jung, the collective unconscious contains archetypes, which are primordial, universal symbols and patterns that arise across cultures and throughout human history. These archetypes are not learned, but are innate structures of the psyche that shape how we experience the world. They manifest in our dreams, myths, art, and religious symbols. Some of the key archetypes Jung identified include the self, the archetype of wholeness and integration. The self represents the totality of the personality and the unity of consciousness and unconsciousness. It is the guiding principle toward psychological wholeness and is often symbolized in dreams by images such as a circle, mandala, or divine figures. The shadow, perhaps the most important and difficult archetype to confront. The shadow represents the parts of the psyche that we reject, repress, or deny. These may include dark emotions, fears, desires, or traits that we are unwilling to accept. Jung argued that the shadow is often projected onto others, which can lead to conflict and misunderstanding. Integrating the shadow is essential for growth because it forces us to face the hidden, uncomfortable parts of ourselves and accept them as valid aspects of our being. The anima, animus. The anima is the feminine aspect of a man's psyche, while the animus is the masculine aspect of a woman's psyche. These figures represent the unconscious opposite gender qualities that we carry within us, and they often emerge in dreams or fantasies. Jung believed that integrating the anima or animus allows individuals to develop a more balanced and complete personality. The hero. The hero archetype represents the part of us that strives to overcome challenges, grow, and achieve personal transformation. The hero's journey is often depicted in myth and literature as a journey of self-discovery, facing trials, and overcoming adversity. The wise old man, woman. This archetype symbolizes wisdom, guidance, and insight. In dreams, it may appear as a mentor or a figure offering advice. This figure represents the deeper, intuitive wisdom that resides within us, often emerging when we are in need of guidance or understanding. These archetypes are not abstract concepts, but living forces within our psyche, shaping how we think, feel, and act. By exploring and understanding these universal symbols, we can better understand ourselves and the motivations behind our actions. The process of individuation, the journey toward wholeness. For Jung, the process of personal transformation is known as individuation, which is the journey of integrating the conscious and unconscious aspects of the psyche to achieve wholeness and self-realization. Individuation is not a one-time event, but a lifelong process requiring constant self-exploration and a willingness to face the hidden aspects of the self. Individuation involves several stages. Confronting the shadow. The first step in the individuation process is facing the shadow. This is often a difficult and painful task, as it involves acknowledging the darker, repressed aspects of our personality, those qualities we have denied or avoided. The shadow is often associated with traits like anger, greed, jealousy, or fear, but it can also include positive traits we have suppressed, such as assertiveness or creativity. The key to integrating the shadow is not to eliminate it, but to accept it as part of who we are. Jung believed that only by confronting and accepting the shadow could we begin to achieve psychological wholeness. Integrating the anima animus. As part of individuation, individuals must also integrate their anima or animus, the unconscious opposite gender qualities within themselves. For men, this means embracing their feminine side, the anima, which can manifest as emotional sensitivity, intuition, or creativity. For women, it means integrating their masculine side, the animus, which might manifest as assertiveness, independence, or rational thinking. By integrating these aspects, individuals become more balanced and whole, overcoming the gender-based limitations that society often imposes. Discovering the self. As the process of individuation progresses, the individual becomes more attuned to the archetype of the self, which represents the totality of the psyche. The self encompasses both the conscious and unconscious aspects of our being, and symbolizes the goal of individuation, becoming fully integrated and whole. Jung saw the self as a dynamic, evolving concept, always expanding and growing as we continue to explore the unconscious. Symbolism and dream work. Jung believed that the unconscious communicates with us through symbols, especially in dreams. Dreams, for Jung, were a direct expression of the unconscious mind, and they often contain hidden messages or insights that can help guide the individuation process. Through dream analysis and active imagination, a technique where one consciously engages with images and symbols from the unconscious, an individual can engage with the deeper layers of the psyche, uncover hidden truths, and resolve internal conflicts. Jung also emphasized that myths, fairy tales, and religious stories carry profound psychological meaning and serve as metaphors for the journey of individuation. These myths and symbols are expressions of the collective unconscious and offer timeless wisdom about human existence and the process of transformation. The role of the hidden world in personal change. Jung's vision of personal change is rooted in the idea that transformation begins from within. To change your outer reality, you must first change your inner world. When you engage with the hidden parts of your psyche, the unconscious, the shadow, the archetypes, you can begin to heal old wounds, resolve inner conflicts, and integrate the various aspects of yourself that you've rejected or ignored. This inner work leads to a shift in perception, which in turn alters how you interact with the external world. For example, when you confront your shadow, you no longer project your negative traits onto others. When you integrate your anima or animus, you develop a more balanced and whole personality, free from gender-based stereotypes or limitations. By aligning your conscious and unconscious minds, you become more authentic and aligned with your true nature, and this transformation can lead to profound changes in your relationships, career, and overall sense of purpose. Jung believed that the more we understand and integrate the unconscious, the more we can live in harmony with ourselves and the world around us. The inner world and outer world are not separate, they are deeply interconnected. When we change our inner reality, our perception of the outer world shifts, and we begin to experience a more authentic and meaningful existence. Conclusion: the power of the hidden world. In essence, Carl Jung's philosophy invites us to explore the hidden world within us, the vast mysterious realm of the unconscious, and to engage with the archetypes, symbols, and repressed aspects of our psyche that shape our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. By doing so, we can undergo a profound transformation, not just in terms of our inner experience, but in the way we relate to the outer world. The journey of individuation, the integration of all aspects of the self, is a path to wholeness, authenticity, and ultimately, personal freedom.